Hello everyone. I am back. I've been away for a little while, but I'm going to get back in the saddle. And I am doing a guest design team project for TaylorMade Journals. Hi Lorna. Thank you. This is very fun. And I'm using Octopus Garden and Under the Sea. These are two kits that are on her Etsy store, which is TaylorMade Journals. And I think one of these might have the logo, maybe not, but anyway, it's a fabulous kit. Oh wait, here's one. So TaylorMade Journals on Etsy, the Octopus Garden TaylorMade Journals, and it's a really fun kit. I've printed out a lot of her journal pages. This is one of her journal pages. This is a journal page, and these I printed smaller. I printed them like an 8x10 size, and they're just really fun and pretty. I've also used the Crafts Consortium paper pad, 12x12 paper pad, Sea and Shore, which has absolutely gorgeous papers in it. It's got all kinds of shells, and it's got some adorable seals in here someplace. See, there are the seals, and it's got some puffins, and it's got little sanderlings, sailboats, and they're all double-sided, and it's all really high quality. And the Crafts Consortium company also always gives you things to cut apart on the front and on the back cover. Where is it? There it is. So yeah, this is a beautiful paper company. The designer is Katie, I don't see her name. Anyway, awesome paper pad. And then I've also used this is a field guide that I took the block out of, and I have reinforced the spine with some burlap. And I decided that I really like the idea of a fairly compact, because this feels really nice in your hand, and I didn't want to change the cover at all. I wanted to keep the cover in as much tact as original form as I could, because I also really love that it has a ruler on the back. Very fun. So for a closure, I ran a piece of seam binding through the length of it, and that'll get hidden behind the signature block when I put that in, which is what I'm about to do. So I have 3 signatures. 1, 2, 3, and each signature has 8 pages, and it's a combination of some of the original book pages, isn't that fun? I love that octopus. Some of Lorna's pages, some just random papers I have. That's another Lorna paper with the octopus. This is I think this is mulberry paper. That's from Octopus Garden. And then the center of each is an original book plate spread, and I have reinforced it with some washi tape. And then I did a 5-hole pamphlet stitch, because I decided I wanted hidden spine so that I could preserve the cover. But then I did a really good job sewing those in. I've never done the 5-hole if I've done the 5-hole pamphlet stitch before. It's been a really long time, and I was really nervous about it, but it came out really good. So it's kind of a shame that it's going to be hidden, but you know. And then I've also printed out some of the pages in 5x7 in teeny tiny, and the backs of these, oops, not that one. The backs of these, yes. I printed, there's a backing page that she includes in the kit. This is lovely kind of weathered ledger page. So I'm going to use those as pocket fillers. And I've printed these 2 pages. They're file folders. They're actually as file folders in the kit. And I printed them on grungy paper. I actually meant to print it on this side because I figured the pattern would show, but I put it into the printer wrong. So these are grungy file folders. But I think it was fun the way it came out anyway. And then I've also printed out some of the other stuff. So there are some postcards that are fun. I really love that one. And some pockets. And this one I'm going to embellish, and some other fun cards. And then these are part of that too. These I printed out on Epson color photo, not like presentation paper, I think. So those are on thicker paper. And then there are these as well. So this is the Under the Sea. That was Octopus Garden. This is Under the Sea. And I printed these out on photo paper, matte photo paper, because I wanted, my printer isn't very good, but I can get a kind of a better image if I use this photo paper. And look how gorgeous these images are. So I'm just, look, oh, I love that one. Oh, and look at these. She has some Ernst Haeckel prints in there too. There's some Ernst Haeckel. Aren't those fabulous? My printer doesn't do them justice, but that's okay. We're going to go with it. And then some fussy cut stuff. So yeah, so that is where I'm at. And before I got too far ahead, I wanted to come on and share with you what I've done, let you see how I've altered the book. And I'm going to glue this in. I toyed with the idea of just gluing in the fabric so it could be kind of a hollow spine, but I don't think I've left enough fabric. I don't trust it, so I'm going to glue the whole thing in. Oh, and this piece here that I've sewn it onto, this is that Craft Tex fabric paper, so it's super flexible. And I think I'm going to use Fabri-Tac. This is Fabri-Tac in here. So I'm going to first do just this bit here, and then I will glue down the fabric flaps. Goodbye, pretty stitching. So silly. I mean, I've sewn in things before and I always seem to get them really kind of wonky, but for some reason this came out really good. It's okay. It's going to make the journal nicer. It really will. So I'm just going to get that in there like so. And I just want to make sure I've got it pretty centered where the pages are. Excellent. And I'm going to use my bone folder and mush that down. Get it a nice, good contact. So I'm just going in between where the signatures are, because there's some space. You see that? There's some space there, but I want it to be glued in like that so that the pages, the book covers are up so that it has good contact, and that's the shape I want it to take. Excellent. I'm really enjoying lately the compact little journals that you can just kind of they feel good in your hands. So you could totally take this on vacation. You could throw it in your bag if you're going to the beach, taking a little beach vacation in the cold, damp New England spring or winter, or even if back in the summertime, if you're headed down for a little holiday on the beach. This would be so great to just kind of stick in your bag and have with you to document your adventure. And Fabri-Tac is nice because it does dry quickly. And then maybe go down the center, because I did put some glue on those. I used waxed thread for these threads, and I've left them long because I'm thinking I might want to tie something on. Okay, so now I think that's in there pretty well, and it's in a good spot. Now I'm just going to glue down the fabric bits here, and then that ribbon that's behind will also be held down and secure and hidden. I'm just going to smoosh it down with my finger a little bit to try and keep it from seeping through the fabric too much. You don't want to use excess Fabri-Tac. A little goes a long way, and if you use too much, it makes like a stain on the fabric. But if you use a little less and you spread it with your finger, it works out well. Now this one I have to be a little bit careful because I accidentally glued down this ex libris, and then I had to pull it back a little bit because I forgot about the fabric, but it's okay. It's going to work out. Get that ribbon. Okay, give it a little smoosh, a finger smoosh. And I'm just going to tuck it under that Ex Libris card, which is part of Lorna Taylor's kit. Oh, you see, I got a little bit too much right there. That's okay. It's all good. The excess will actually rub off if you get it soon enough. If you don't get it quickly, it does become hardened and it's there forever. But that's okay. Okay, I'm just going to get this little smidgen right there. And I glued this Ex Libris down as a tuck rather than a full-fledged pocket, because I thought if I glued down this edge, it might be kind of narrow and deep to get something in and out of. So I'm just going to re-tack down just this corner. I often do. I know people seem to like gluing things along the three sides and making pockets, but I actually prefer most times it to be this side to be open, because it just gets things in and out more easily. And I think they're secure enough when the book is all closed up. It's the bone folder. I'm gonna give that a little bit of a encouraging push. But yeah, so I'm happy with how this is looking. The signatures came out pretty even. There's maybe a millimeter difference from signature to signature, but I can totally live with that. And yeah, so I'm gonna do some fussy cutting and some filling. Might do a snippet roll. I have this really cool trim that I want to use because it always reminds me of seaweed. I have some extra paper bits, and I have some, this is off the inside of the spine, and I have some fabrics here. I've got the one that I used for the inside of the spine. I have some scallops. I have some sand dollar strips, some more scallops. Yeah, so I've got some bunch of fabric strips that go with this that I might try and do a snippet roll. I've got some little half pearls for embellishments. I think I'm gonna do fabric tabs along the edge, but I think I'd have to do 2 here and maybe 2 here because I don't want to impede the seam binding closure. Okay, so there she is. You can just tie this close, and you can see there's quite a bit of room left for expansion and embellishing. And that is what it's going to look like when you open it up. It lies nice and flat. So this is the first signature, and each of these kind of signature file folder things has this kind of a side tuck. So I have to make some things for that. And I want to have some, maybe some flippy outy things in here from spot to spot. There are 8 pages in each signature. So there are 24 pages altogether times 4. So it's just shy of 100 surfaces. And there's the end of that signature. And you can see there's a lot of room. So I might do some like flippy outy embellishments on these covers. I just love that one. Some tea-dyed. There's another one of Lorna's pages. And I tore a lot of these pages. There's that center. Another cute little octopus. This is that digital ledger paper that I backed most of Lorna's pages with. It comes in the kit. And let's see. Some more book pages. Yeah, I think these covers really lend themselves to some kind of interactive, because there's a lot of room. Look how much room there is in between there. I like this page. It's the classification chart for all the mollusks. I thought that was a fun one to include. And there's, I like that one. And I like how it's staggered. I was happy with how that looked. There's the other side of that one. So I printed them off in different sizes, and I think it adds, makes it fun and adds to the interest. And there she is. That is the basis for my guest design team project. So consider this episode 1. I'll make a playlist, and I will try and include you with as much as I can. So I hope you are all well, and that you're staying safe, and that you're taking care of each other. We need more of that. Have a good one. Bye-bye.